It is time for us as saints of God, or those who are seeking to truly be saints of God, and not just people who are around or in the church or trying to get in church. But it's time for us to stop letting our image block God's image so that people can be saved. And when I say this, I mean, what are you doing? What are you saying that's out of order or does not line up with God, or that is self-grandizing, or that has a look at me, or look what I can do, or look who I am, or a thought pattern or a spirit that is like that? What are you doing that is making people look at you and put their eyes on you more than God, or put their eyes on you more than they should put their eyes on you? Because it may not be completely overshadowing God, but are we putting ourselves in a place where we feel like we should be honored like He is? Are we putting ourselves in a place where we feel like our word is what is true because it came from us, because we see ourselves in this way where now where the word says God's word is true, we can put our name? Is that what we are seeing when we look at ourselves? Or are we referring to His word when we give it to somebody? Are we delivering information or guidance? Because there's a difference between giving guidance and God's word. God's word is already written. He already gave it. It's done. His word doesn't need to be altered. It said don't add or don't take away, meaning what it is exactly as it is. When you're giving it exactly as it is, that's God's word. Everything outside of that is either guidance or hindrance. Are we being careful that what we see as guidance is not hindrance? Are we being careful that we're not raising ourselves up little by little when we're supposed to be putting the eyesight on God? Are we being careful? Because we should be. We should be very careful. I am very careful about how my image is affecting someone that looks to me to be a help to them, because that's all I am. I'm just a help. I am not what you are working towards. No matter what position I could ever acquire, I am only a servant. I'm not here so that I can demand recognition or demand honor. I never want to be in that position where that's where my heart is, where I feel like this is what is owed to me. What is owed to me is only what God has promised me. That's all I want. What He's promised me for doing the work that He asked me to do. And what comes from anybody else as appreciation or care, that is something I would take with sincere appreciation and love as it is. I have no demands for any attention or thoughts or anything that comes from someone for anything that I do when I'm doing it for God's purpose. And that is the mind that we have been told to have. That is the walk that is represented in the Bible. Is represented that the eyes should be on God. And when the eyes are taken off of God, or when you are making yourself a little too big, then you're blocking His view. You're blocking the view that should be on Him so much more. The view that should be on God shouldn't be 50% you, 50% him. It shouldn't be 75% him and 25% you. It shouldn't be 10% you and 90% him. It should be look at him. Everything I'm saying, I want you to turn your eyes to him. Turn your heart to him. Everything that comes from me. This is my goal. Christ and Christ alone. I am of no reputation. Just like when he walked in human form, he thought it necessary to let you know that he was putting himself of no reputation in order for us to follow in that way, so that we would not seek in human form, or as humans, we would not seek that mindset that makes you think, look what I did, look what I can do, look at who I am. And then people look at you and they say, oh, look at how powerful you are. Look at how anointed you are. Look at how, great you are. Look at how you speak. Look at your words. No. You should only see God. When you look at me, you should see God. I should be like a window to you. When I say something and it's God's word, you should see through me to him. And if I'm even transparent, that means I'm shadowing it in a little bit. When something is transparent, it means I can see through it, but it's cloudy. I don't want to cloud it up with me. And a lot of these windows that are supposed to be windows to God for people, they're cloudy, and some of them are opaque. And for people who don't know what opaque is, that's when you have like that white glass, where the glass is white. It's like you can still tell it's glass, and it has the very tiny, like you can see shadows through it, but it's white. You can't see what's on the other side of it exactly. Like if I look at an opaque glass, I know there's a person there, but I don't know who the person is. I'm not able to identify who the person is and know the features of that person. And too many of us in the church world and in the church are becoming opaque. I know somebody's back there, and you're telling me about the person that's back there, but when I'm trying to see him, it's too thick, it's too cloudy. I see you. And we don't want people to see shades of us. We want people to see God. And we ourselves want to see God. That is what our goal has to be. And that is what will help souls the way that a heart that truly loves souls will want to help. And I pray that that mind and that heart stays in me consistently. That anytime I even see some cloudiness creeping in any work that I'm doing for God, that God will clear it up, or that he will put my attention on it so that I can clear it up. If I have to break the glass and build new glass from sand itself, then I want God to do that for me, because I never want to block his view. I never want to block his view. I never want to stop somebody from seeing him like I see him. I never want to do that. I never want to hinder somebody from getting as close as possible to him, because it feels like I'm standing in the way, because I'm making myself a hallway to get to him. I'm not your hallway to get to him. I'm just a window. Look through me until you see him. And then you become a window for somebody else to look through you and see God. I hope this encouraged somebody to look inside, to look at ourselves, and make sure that I'm not blocking somebody's view to God.